In this video, I'm going to discuss the social media platforms for your products and brands if you want to bring it into the Chinese market. This is Fung Cheng, and I have been doing export-import business in China for more than 10, and I have helped a lot of international brands to get into the Chinese market. Before we start, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to learn more about this type of topic. Okay, so first of all, why should we go into the Chinese market? Why every international brands and businesses they want to get into the Chinese market? Why? One of the main reasons is the growing of the Chinese middle class. The market size is huge. There is over 1.4 billion people in China. The market is no doubt very massive. And when we look at the middle class, right, it was estimated to have 700 million middle class people in China in 2018. And the number of the middle class is expected to grow to 900 million by 2030. Can you imagine that? 900 million middle class. But then you might ask, what is the connection between my product and the middle class? The middle class, they have purchasing power. These people are usually, well educated, right? They go to the universities, or they have been studying overseas, and because of their good income, right? They are more or less looking for products or service that have a higher quality and standards. They are willing to put more money, into the good stuff, good products. So if you are an international brand and you got a good product or service, right? If you have been selling really well in your countries, then you may be consider to bring it into the Chinese market. If you have also watched my previous YouTube video, you know that I keep talking about the importance of the Chinese social medias for the foreign brand. And today's video, I'm gonna do some, I'm gonna make it simple for you, right? I'm going to, compare the Chinese social medias with the Western social media. By doing that one by one, you're going to have a much better understanding of why the Chinese social media is important to your brand and product. So the first one is Google and Baidu. In the Western countries, if you want to find anything, basically anything, right, then you just Google it. Everyone is just very dependent on the use of Google for their daily activities. You want to find a good Italian restaurant in your area, you Google it. You want to get your car fixed, you Google it. All companies and businesses, they know the importance of having your listing, right, to rank high on Google. So when the people in need is searching for your service or product, they can find you over your competitors, right? So this is actually very basic. Every companies want to either do their SEO or pay for the Google ad just to rank higher. But on the other hand, does it work in the Chinese market? You already know the answer. Since Google is not available for the Chinese user in China, and when the people want to search for the product and service, they go to Baidu. They type in something like, I'm looking for a dog food. What is the best foreign dog food brand? Which foreign brand is the best one under 500 RMB? Where is the closest KFC? So I think you get my point. Google is a good platform, search engine, if you want to reach a global audience. And if you want to reach the Chinese audience in China, you gotta use Baidu. If you are familiar with marketing on Google, you know that you gotta have a good looking website, right? A website that is professional enough and searchable and easy to be found by your potential customers, meaning SEO. For Baidu, it's actually the basic logic. First of all, you gotta have a good Chinese website. What I mean by good is that it's more just than, doing a simple translation from your English website to a Chinese website. It's more than that. This is one of the most common mistakes for foreign company. They just do some basic translation, and then they expect the local potential customers in China, they buy it. But in fact, they don't. I always make a simple example. Say in your country, you're looking for something, okay? Then you find a website. You go to the website, and then the English word or the wording in your language, it just sounds a little bit weird, right? It doesn't have grammar mistakes. It looks fine, but when you try to try to read it, and you just don't feel like this is something that you can trust. The website or the company behind it is just not trustworthy. Why is that? It is because of localization. Even though you get the translation correct, it doesn't mean that the local people in that language, right? They can feel what your website or your brand is bringing to them. A good Chinese website or official Chinese website means localization. The use of language, the context, the brand story, and the visual layout, the banners, the design, the images, right? Each of them make the differences. Alright, so let's say you got a good Chinese website. And then the next step is that you want it to be findable, to be searchable on a search engine, to rank high on Baidu. This is basically the same logic as ranking on Google, right? The SEO. You gotta have a good keyword research. You know your industry. You know what your potential customer is searching for. Then to target this keyword, you optimize your website, right? The internal SEO, the external SEO, backlinks, blogs. It's gonna be the same as what you do on Google, but in Chinese. But what's stopping the foreign companies to do a good Chinese SEO is because they don't actually understand how they usually search for those keywords in Chinese. You gotta understand the culture, the lifestyle, right, of the people in order to understand how they are searching for their product. It's just like when you are in a Western country, right? There's a couple of ways, couple of keywords that you can use to search for the exact same thing. You also want to avoid many keywords that is somehow related to your product or service, but they are the intention of searching the keyword is not buying. We call it irrelevant keyword. So that's why in Google Ad, when people doing Google AdWords, right, they set a bunch of negative keywords, so that they are not charged by Google for those keywords that doesn't convert. All right, and the next one is WeChat and Facebook. WeChat is an app that every Chinese use in their daily life, from sending message, making calls, paying bills, calling a cab. It just have too many features that you can't imagine. In China, if you could only install one application, one app on your smartphone, it's gotta be WeChat. WeChat has over 1.2 billion daily users all over the world. When we compare that to Facebook and WhatsApp, Facebook and WhatsApp are more evenly distributed around the world. WeChat is more focusing on the Chinese speaker in the world. But each year, there are increasing numbers of the non-Chinese speaking users on WeChat as well. WeChat is a very good platform for brands to generate awareness and to build relationship with customers in China. There are so many good opportunities for foreign brand to get potential customers in China by doing WeChat marketing. With a good marketing on WeChat, you can actually, grab many new potential customers, and then to build trust and loyalty with them. Engaging with these potential customers so you can sell and promote to them. On Facebook, we have a Facebook page or Facebook group. We build up our audience, right? The fans. But usually, we want to send the traffic, the potential buyers, to the company's website. people are more prefer to contact you on your website when they are ready to order. But with WeChat, people are pretty okay to do the transaction on WeChat because the Chinese customers they are pretty used to placing their orders, asking questions, inquiries, and doing payments on WeChat. So if you want to sell your products or service into China, you definitely need WeChat. So we have discussed the differences between Google and Baidu, right? The WeChat and Facebook. In my next video, I will discuss more Chinese social medias. So you as a brand or company owner, if you want to get into the Chinese market, you know what to pick. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my email list in the link in the description below. You're going to receive emails every week for the secret and good tips on how to get your products and service into China. Alright, thank you guys. I will see you in my next video.